MicDrop stories.
The Golden Goose. Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by deep green forests, lived a poor girl named Lena. She worked at a small inn, washing dishes and carrying firewood for just enough bread to feed herself and her sick mother. Though she had little, Lena was known for her kindness. If someone was hungry, she'd share a meal. If someone was cold, she'd give them her scarf. Her heart was rich, even if her purse was not. One chilly morning, Lena walked into the forest to gather herbs. As she wandered, she found an old woman sitting on a mossy rock, shivering. Without hesitation, Lena gave her the bread she had saved and wrapped her own shawl around the woman's shoulders. "You are generous," the old woman said, her eyes sparkling strangely. "Follow the trail of golden feathers, and you may find something that will change your life, but only if you remain true to your heart." Before Lena could reply, the woman vanished. Bewildered, Lena looked down and saw a single golden feather lying on the forest floor. Then another, and another. She followed them until she heard a faint, sorrowful honk. Beneath a fallen tree, trapped by its heavy branches, was a beautiful goose with feathers that shimmered like sunlight. Gently, Lena freed the goose and carried it home. That night, the goose laid a single feather, glowing gold. It was not just shiny, it was real, pure gold. Lena sold the feather and bought food, medicine, and warm blankets for her mother. Grateful and cautious, she kept the goose hidden, taking only what was needed and never asking for more. But secrets don't stay secret for long. The innkeeper's daughter, nosy and jealous, followed Lena to the market and saw her trade gold. Soon the entire village whispered of her sudden fortune. The greedy innkeeper invited Lena and her mother to stay in a better room at the inn, one that just happened to be next to his own. That night, the innkeeper crept into Lena's room to steal the goose. But the moment he touched it, he found himself stuck. No matter how he pulled, he could not let go. His wife came to help, stuck. Then their daughter, also stuck. The three of them, tangled and shouting, stumbled out of the room at dawn, still glued to the golden goose. Lena awoke and gasped at the strange sight. She tried to lead the goose away gently, but the stuck family trailed behind her like a foolish parade. As she passed through town, curious people reached out to touch the strange goose, and each one became stuck too. Bakers, tailors, merchants, even the mayor. By the time she reached the palace gates, a long line of townspeople was waddling behind her, shouting and complaining. The guards, stunned, led Lena to the king himself. King Alaric, proud and greedy, was fascinated by the golden goose. "Bring it to me," he demanded. "It shall be the crown jewel of my royal collection." "I'm sorry, your majesty," Lena said softly. "It's not mine to give or to cage." Angered, the king strode down from his throne and grabbed the goose. Instantly, he too was stuck, toppling over and pulling down several royal advisors with him. Suddenly, a hush fell across the hall. The old woman from the forest appeared once more, her eyes filled with fire and wisdom. "This goose is not a treasure to own, but a test," she said. "Only a heart free from greed can care for its gift." She waved her hand. All who were stuck fell to the ground, freed at last, but humbled and silent. The woman turned to Lena. "You have passed," she said. "You may keep the goose, but remember, its gifts will only flow when your heart remains kind and grateful." Lena returned to her cottage. She never used more gold than she needed. She shared her blessings with others and asked for nothing in return. Over time, her village changed too. Greed was replaced by generosity and selfishness by service. And so, the girl with the golden goose lived not in a palace, but in the hearts of those she helped, forever remembered for her simple, steadfast goodness. Greed can destroy even the most magical blessings, but kindness and gratitude bring riches that never fade.